Welcome back, Ruben here, and today I'm going to show you Sanctum 2. I usually play Minecraft and do other weird stuff on this channel, but I thought I may play something different today. I mentioned in my last Minecraft episode that I was going to play Sanctum because I want my friends to start playing Sanctum 2, and I want to show how good this game is. It's so good. So let's start a game. Here you have the map selection, and you can choose between different maps and difficulties and things like that. If you buy the expansion packs, you're going to get these 4 extra maps. Or not really maps, 4 extra challenges. If you click on them, they open 4 different maps. So in total you get 4 times 4, 16 maps. So I recommend buying them if you are going to play Sanctum and have a lot of fun. I recommend to buy the DLCs pack or expansion pack or whatever you want to call them. So right now I have not invited any other players. I'm going to play solo. So then I don't need to have my internet connection up. But if you want to play multiplayer, of course you have to need the internet. You can't play on a local network. I don't think, maybe you can. I'm not sure. Under the game options, you can choose the game mode from campaign, survival, easy mode and sandbox. Easy mode is actually just for practice. When you're not able to solve the puzzle of the map, then you can enable the easy mode, and it's, yeah, as it says, really easy. And survival is kind of like ordinary tower defense, when the waves just keep coming and you see how long you can survive. I think 30 is the maximum amount of levels anyway, so it's not infinite amount of waves. Did I say levels? Yeah, I meant waves. Campaign is what we are going to play today. It is sort of like a story mode, but not really. It's a definite amount of waves, and you go from map to map to map. We are just going to play one map, so you can get a hang of how the game works. Okay, let's start a map. We're going to start in chronological order, and the first map is Facility. And in Facility, we are actually going to skip the introduction, because it just is like a tutorial part. And I am going to show you how to play this game anyway, so you don't really need that. But if you're going to start, you have to play the introduction first, because all the other maps will be locked. So we jump into the park. And I hope I'm not going to mess this up, because I don't want to cut too much in this video. And I already feel that my mouth is getting dry. I should have gotten some water. But anyway, I'm going to try not to cut in this episode. And yeah, maybe sometimes I get a little bit quiet. And the reason I'm not going to cut is that I want to put this up as soon as possible. Oh, there we go. As you saw there was some kind of art. You can read it, and it actually tells a story between the maps. So here is the character selection menu, and you can select between Sky, Sweet, Simo and Hadjin Hawks. Saigen is a character that you get when you buy the DLC. So that's another reason that you should buy the DLC. She is not overpowered in any way. She only has different abilities. So let's go through the abilities a little bit here. Sky Autumn has an assault rifle, and it's real fast. Oh, sorry there. Fast shooting, but not so accurate. Yeah. Abilities deal more damage for each hit on the enemy, and she can double jump. Double jump is not really that necessary in this game, because you can actually jump quite high with any character. So it's just fun that you could jump in the air to maybe do trick shots or something. Sweet Autumn, she has a Rex, and a Rex is a weapon that you can aim at a target and shoot seeking missiles. And as it says, the ability of this weapon is that it sets the targets on fire, so you can lock onto targets so that you don't have to be that precise. And when you release the button, they are, yeah, the missile aim for you. Yeah, you know what I mean when I say targeting missiles. So. Simo, I actually don't use Simo that much because she has a sniper rifle and I'm so bad at sniping people, so. But it's also self-explanatory. It has a sniper, deals more weak spot damages. We'll come back to the weak spot when we have started a wave, because every monster that you're trying to shoot in this game have different weak spots. So you have to know where to hit them, and it's quite easy. We come back to weak spot, as I said. Has better accuracy. What does mean that is... Buzz plays Football Manager 2015. Then we know. The better accuracy thing is that you don't wiggle so much when you walk around. It could be useful, but I'm so bad at sniping, so we're not going to play him. Hedging Hawks has a shotgun, also self-explanatory. It's a wide range of shots that's, yeah, not that accurate, but yeah. Deals more damage when close to the enemy. It's useful when there are a wave where the enemy moves really fast. Then you can get into the horde of monsters and just shoot around and kill a lot of them. Has more health. Yeah, that's also needed if you're going to get in close combat with monsters. But I think we are going to choose... and I'm not going to choose Saiga, because if you just buy the game, you're not going to be able to play her. So I'm going to choose Sweet Autumn, I think. Yeah, Sweet. And I'm not going to go through every weapon, because as you see, there are quite a lot of things here. So I'm just going to go with a regular startup. That's I think this is how you start up with it when you start the game. Maybe you don't have this one. You maybe have, I think, those. Yeah, I think those are the weapons you start with. I'm not sure. It was a long time I started this game. The perks. Oh, sorry, I didn't mention what I did change here. These are the towers, and towers, yeah, like in any tower defense, have different abilities. And I'm not going to go through the abilities they have, but I can tell you that this tower slows the target, and that's quite useful if you have problems with shooting them, as I do sometimes. Perks are effects that help you. I think they are a little bit cheaty sometimes, so you can disable them. But I'm going to play with them because, yeah, you can, so why not? And they are a little bit balanced too. They are not too overpowered, and sometimes they are needed to reach certain points in the game, so it's not really cheats, just perks. Okay, let's accept. Whew, I felt like I talked a lot there, but maybe I have explained a lot too. Ooh, my mouth is really getting dry. So, this is the first level, and you can walk around freely. These are a helper. He will help you in the first wave, and then you will probably die. They are really bad helpers, so you can really trust them. As you see, we have a blue outline of a little tube thingy, and these are the towers you can place, or actually these are the what should we call them, building blocks. You see the orange line. This shows the path that the monster will take, and if I place a block there, we will block the path, and they have to take a different route. So now they are running this way, and we can actually, well, block this path off. So this is quite different from other tower defense games I played. You actually have to build the level yourself. You are able to change the way monsters walks around, and that's quite interesting twist, I think. So I'm just going to place them down here, and yeah, now they have to go all around that tree, and then they go to the core. The core is the one you're going to protect. If they manage to deal 4,000 damage to the core, you see up in the top of the screen, it says 4,000 or 4,000. If that go down to 0, yeah, then you have lost the game. And what else? I was thinking, oh, I lost something. Yeah, in the right top hand in the top right hand corner you see a map, and you also see the orange path dotted out with dots going to the core. The little orange triangle shows where they start, and in some maps they can actually start in more than one position. Do you say position? Location? Location is better. Okay. I think I have... oh, I'm stupid. We haven't actually bought any weapons or towers. Before, we have selected the block that you see in the bottom menu. And if you scroll, you can change between the towers. You have to place down these blocks before you can place any towers. So now we have placed all the blocks that we had. It says 0 on the blocks in the middle there. But we still have 250 coins left. So we can buy towers for 260 coins. And yeah, the outline is blue if it's placeable and red if it's not. Easy enough. I'm going to place this gun here. It's called a focus gun, and it aims really precise and focused. And we are going to upgrade it just by aiming at it and press the left mouse button. So now it's deals a little more damage and have a little higher speed, I think. Okay, and press enter to start the wave. So now we enter the first person mode where we can shoot them. And you switch between the weapons by using the E button on your keyboard and shoot with the right and left mouse button. They are actually different attacks, so if you use the left mouse button, you have oh, the wave's already over. I forgot how easy this was. The left button shoots a precise shot at one target, and the right button shoots an a targeting shot, and could even be a collateral damage shot. Yeah, it's a little bit different between different weapons, but the weapons I have chosen, those are the abilities. I'm not going to buy any other towers, I'm just going to upgrade this, and we go to the next wave, I think.
They're here.
Yeah, in this wave, let's talk a little bit about weak spots. I think this is a pretty good way to talk about it. You see, there are red eyes in front of the characters. Those are the weak spots. So if you hit them in the weak spots, they sometimes die on one shot, but it always deals more damage than if you hit any other part of them. The weak spot is, yeah, as it says, the weaker spot on it. But you see, these are a completely different monster, and it doesn't have an eye in the front. It actually has its weak spot in the back, so you have to get around it and, oh, the tower thing. But you see, this part is the weak spot of those jumpy little spitting creatures. Okay, I'm going to fast forward here and build towers and upgrade. No, actually, we go to the next level directly. Enemies incoming. So if you have any question about the game, just write them in the comments, and I will try to answer them as good as I can. And if you want to play with me, you can just buy the game and invite me. And my name is Ruben on Steam, so yeah. Let's fast forward. Okay, so now I got more tower bases to place out. I actually have 22 tower bases, that's quite a lot. So I'm going to make the path a little bit different so they don't run directly to the core. And I will fast forward this part too. Okay, as you see on the minimap, I have tried to make a path so they go around and go back so that I can use the same tower here 2 times. And I think that's quite effective. We are also going to put in another focus gun in this position so that it actually can hit them 3 times and upgrade it as much as we can. And I will also show a little tip here. If you want to sell an item or a block, you can use your right mouse button, and this spot is actually pretty good to sell, because as you see here, now they have to go around the corner, but if I sell it, these 2 blocks actually connect still, so diagonal blocks connect. I guess that's what I want to show you. So now I have got 1 more block to place, but still have the same path. Alright, it's a little bit different, but I can make it longer by placing 1 block. As you see here, now they have to go around and 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks further than they had before. Okay, let's enter the next wave. Okay, it is actually harder than I thought to think about what to say and play at the same time. Even though I don't talk alongside the waves, it is pretty hard to play. If you are not recording, it is quite easy. So this third level, I think you should get this third level at about your 2nd or 3rd try. If you don't blame yourself, blame the computer or something. So now we have made a zigzagging pattern, and that's also a good technique. And I also like to place a slow field. Let's see. You see the blue lines that are rotating, that are the range that the towers reach. So now you can see that it's reach. You can actually see it on the minimap too. It's almost reach out to the other outer edge of the map. But if you place it and use our money to upgrade it, you see that the radius increase. So that could be something to think about. Place them out so that they are covering as much space on the map or focusing at a certain point on the map. Okay. And this is actually the 5th out of 6 waves that you see on the top of the screen. So it's only this wave and 1 more. Okay, so on this way we have 3 different mobs. We have the spitters or screamers as they're called, and the walkers. The walkers was the same as the first wave, and they have the weak spot in the eye, as we have mentioned before. Okay, but this is the last wave, so there are going to be quite a lot of them. Another thing that I totally forgot about before was that you see how many shots you have left in the bottom of the screen now. And when you switch between your weapons with the E button, you actually... Whoa. Whew, I said actually. Oh, I am about to die. This is not good. You can see the amount of ammo you have in the other gun. So now we see the plasma ball gun, and now we see the rocket launcher gun. And you see that I have one left. If we shoot the rocket launcher and change to the other, and shoot some shots with this one, and go back to the rocket launcher, you see we have 3 new shots. So it's a good tip that if you don't want to reload, which you can do manually by pressing R, but that takes quite a long time. You see there, I couldn't shoot them for a long time there because I had to reload. So switching with E and shooting the other gun instead of reloading is a good way to keep your speed up. But if you want to use the same gun, you can get some kind of combo scores, so to say, or the damage is actually increasing the more times you shoot with the same weapon or something like that. It's not true for all mobs, but it's good. Whoa, victory! That's good. And if you win, you get a experience, which helps you level up and get new towers and stuff. Okay? And this is the boring statistics. It's actually more fun when you are playing with other persons, then you can see how many kills and yeah, the other people on your team did. So not so fun when you are playing single player, but it's maybe interesting to see that the towers killed more people than I did, but that was because I talked a lot in this run. So yeah, that's Sanctum 2. And when you are finished with a map, it's unlocked the next map in the story mode. I'm losing words now. I'm starting to get really tired. It's actually quite late and I shouldn't be talking this loud. So I recommend you buying this game and join me so we can play Sanctum together. I hope you had fun watching this and learn a little bit about Sanctum. And if you have any question, as I mentioned before, it's only way to get them answered is to write them down in the comments. Maybe not the only way, but the fastest way. So join me and play some Sanctum. Bye bye!